Good evening, friends. How is everybody doing this fine Saturday evening? January the 15th, 2022. I'm a bit bored, so I thought I'd pop on, have a little chat, toss some cards around, see how everybody's doing. I have some new gemstones that I got today that I'd like to share with everybody. Maybe you can all help me identify them. I also got a new oracle deck, which we could check out together. It's called Pure Magic Oracle. I have some others coming as well, which is nice. So yeah, here I am. This is what's happening. Let me know if you can hear me okay, because I've got my volume turned down. In fact, I think I'll turn it up while I'm saying it. And here's Quincy. Hi, baby. Did you want to come and say hi to everybody? Come on, pumpkin. Hey, Jay. How's it going, love? Hi, sweetheart. Come on. Come. You want to come say hi to Jay? Come on. There, that's a bit better. So, how's everybody doing? Hi, honey. Are you coming to visit or not? You're just eating dinner right now? Oh, there's Quincy. No, you can't go on the table, sweetheart. You can't go on mommy's desk. But you can sit here and say hi. Sit at my lap. Yeah, sit here and say hello. Say hi to Jay. No, you don't want to say hi? Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your dinner, my friend. I hope you enjoy your dinner. Yes, yes. So, currently we are sitting, friends, seriously, minus 22 degrees Celsius, with a feels like temperature of, I believe, minus 27, which is just some kind of cold. And when you convert that to Fahrenheit for our American friends, it's like minus 20. It's like, so 20 below zero. It's crazy cold. And it's been like this since Thursday night, really, the wee hours turning into Friday morning. Tomorrow we go back down to minus 8 or minus 9, so looking forward to that. When it's this cold outside, pipes freeze and cars don't start and doors don't open or close properly, or windows. So animals, you have to be very, very careful about your animals. All of our fur babies are precious to us, and we can't let them outside in this kind of weather for too long. Not to mention also the salt that you put on the roads. I'm not sure in the U.S. if you guys do more sand than you do salt, but here in Canada, salt is very common that people will sprinkle, on the sidewalks and on their front porches and stuff, to reduce the slippery situation. And if dogs or cats, or really any animal, get those pieces of salt in between their pads on their paws, it can actually burn their skin. Not to mention if they, if it gets stuck and they lick it, it's not great for them to ingest. So we just want to get past the cool temperatures. Oh, did you do a live stream today, Jay? Good for you, love. Hi, JR. How are you, hon? Yeah, so I'm kind of cold. I'm kind of feeling like a caged in animal, to be perfectly honest. And I thought I would pop in and say hello. Can I just tell you guys, I have to share this because I think this is hysterical. So I've got Quincy here on my lap, right? And say hi to everybody. Can you look up and say hi? Look up and say hi. Show everybody your sweet face. Yes. Say hello. Yes, say hello. So we have the taps running because it's so cold, right? And the cats Quincy and Charlotte specifically have been hanging out in the bathrooms all day long. And at one point, they were like taking a bath in the sink, which is so funny because cats normally, typically cats don't really like water. But these guys are just like, woohoo, it's fun time in the sink. So Charlotte came in here today and her tail was soaking wet when I was petting her. So I knew that she had been frequenting the sink. So, hi, Sempress. Good evening, my friend. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. So I got a bunch of gemstones today. And yep, this is Kitty Cat's tail. This is Quincy that I've got here, Sempress. I don't know if you've ever seen Quincy before, but pop up and show your face. Show your face. Show everyone what a squishy muffin you are. Yes. This is Quincy. Yes. And I was just sharing with everybody how cold it is here. We're sitting at minus 22 degrees Celsius with the feels like temperature of minus 27 Celsius. And that equates to about minus 20 Fahrenheit. So 20 below zero for our American friends. And because it's so cold, we've had the water running, right? To make sure that the pipes don't freeze. And I was just saying how the cats have been frequenting the bathroom today, thinking it's playtime in the sink. Oh, nice, Empress. Lovely. Yes. Yes. You want to say hi to everybody? Or are you just going to keep looking at my off to the side? There you go. This is Quincy. I'm not sure if you guys have seen Charlotte, but Quincy is Charlotte's brother, their biological brother and sister. And what are you doing? And there we go. I got a bunch of new gemstones today, friends, that I want to share with you. Some I know and some I don't. Yeah, it's cold, friends. It is some kind of cold outside. Let me just share that. So I got a bunch of new gemstones today. I have them sitting here on a piece of paper because I don't know that if I hold them up to the camera that you're going to be able to see them very well. But here they are. There you go. So there's some of them, right? So I'm all excited about that. Whoops. So I've got some rose quartz. I've got some snowflake. I think this is Snowflake Obsidian or something to that effect. I got some hematite. I got this lovely, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's this lovely gold stone. It's gorgeous. I'm just kind of new to gemstones, some smoky quartz, some black onyx, which is this here, I believe. Yeah, I've got this lovely stone. This is absolutely stunning. I love this one. Look at this with I don't know if you can see that with the gold fleck in it. It's just beautiful. So anywho, and then this big chunk here. So I'm just getting into gemstones and I'm not quite sure what they all are. I don't know that you guys can pick this up, but this particular stone, I believe is what they call Peacock Ore, and it has these lovely green, sort of blue-green flecks in it. If you can see that when I turn it in the camera, if it catches the light a certain way, it's just absolutely stunning. So there you have it. So I bought those from a local shop, which I didn't even know we had here where I live. So I was quite excited about that. And I also got myself a new Oracle deck, which I have not checked out completely yet. It's called Pure Magic Oracle. It's a lovely box. I did briefly peruse through, and it's quite different. So I'm gonna have to like sit with it for a wee bit and see, you know, how it resonates with me. But it's broken into sections of similarly to the 4 suits for the tarot. So earth, air, fire, and water. So interesting. So this is, if anyone wants to take a boo at it, let me just take the plastic sleeve off. So this is the backside of the card, which is quite lovely. They're fairly thin. But at the same time, they feel like they could be okay. I don't know. I'd have to really work with them, to be perfectly honest, to see. But I'll be honest. There's some cards in here that I'm kind of not really sure about. Like this one, for example, Witches and Wounds. I'm not really feeling that. But anyhow, we will test her out at some point and see. I have some more coming tomorrow. I ordered 2 more decks, so I feel like I'm addicted to the Oracle decks. I love them. Hi, Ange. How are you, hon? Friends, Ange from Tiny Trinkets and Tarot is coming to join us on our Wednesday Achieving Wellness program, 6 p.m. Wednesday. She will be here where we take a deep dive into the topic that was suggested by people in the chat as well as requested, and that is trust and all that encompasses. So I look forward to that. Of course, if you have not checked out Tiny Trinkets and Tarot, please do. She is fantastic, as well as our friend Jay, Herc213. Please go and check him out. You know, we all have to support each other and show each other some love. So if you haven't already done that, please do so. I would greatly appreciate you showing my friends some love. What else do I have to share with you real quick? Like, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we do our Sunday Oracles and Chat. Then Wednesday, as I said, Ange will be here at 6 p.m. Eastern, where we do a deep dive into the topic of trust. And then on Friday, for our Thank Spirit It's Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, Jane the Seeker will be here, and we will do some weekend readings for the collective, like what's coming up for the weekend. Also, tomorrow, Monday, usually Monday, I post up the pick piles for the week, as well as my top 10 tips for the week. So there's all the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Hi, Bronx Sage. How you doing, love? Good to see you, my friend. I was saying in the beginning, I was kind of bored. I'm kind of sitting here. It's minus 22 with a feels like temperature of minus 27. So just so cold outside. And I got a new Oracle deck, and I got some new gemstones today. And I thought, hey, you know what? Why don't I pop on? You know, the hubby's not feeling so hot because he had dental surgery a couple days ago, and I'm feeling like a caged-in animal. I can't go outside because honestly, like, you'd freeze the moment that you stepped outside. So I thought, hey, I'll jump on and see what's happening. So here I am. Semper says, I think my favorite Oracle is the Goddess Oracle deck. Love using the cards to pick the energy goddesses I feel I need for a few days and have her card out with some crystals. Excellent. Excellent. I don't know that I have a favorite deck per se. I don't have that many. I mean, I have a lot for me, someone who is just kind of new to oracles and tarot. But you know, by no stretch of the imagination do I have a lot, considering how many people out there have, you know, collections and have been collecting oracle and tarot cards for years and years and years. If I was pressed to say which deck of mine speaks to me, it would have to be this one here, which is the Secret Language of Color cards. This is a great deck. Let me grab the box. There you have it. This was done by Ina Segal, I believe is how you pronounce her name. And she has a fantastic story, truly. So she is an individual that had a very, very serious back injury, and worked on her own self to heal her injuries. Very, very quickly, I'll read the little blurb at the bottom here about her. It says, Ina Segal, the creator of visionary intuitive healing and author of The Secret Language of Your Body, is an internationally recognized healer, professional speaker, television host, and author. Ina dedicates herself to assisting others in their journey of self-healing and empowerment. And she does have a website. So I just find that the cards, I mean, there's all different kinds of colors, and the book is super informative. Of course, the deck is upside down, so you know, they're gorgeous images, and I love it. So there you have it. I'm in Ontario, hon. That's where I am. Yeah, I hear you, Tony Trinkets. I don't, I mean, they sort of like speak to me at different times. I can't really explain it. A deck that and now this is, I don't know about you guys, but this is an interesting little convo. There are decks that I get that when I first get them, I'm kind of like, I'm not like, I don't know. And then all of a sudden they start to speak to me more. And I don't know if that makes sense or not. But one of them that surprised me, instantly attached to it, instantly fell in love with it, is this deck here. Zodiac Moon Reading Cards by Patsy Bennett. So it comes with a set of 12 sun cards, 12 moon cards, 12 eclipse cards. The cards, quite thin, but lovely, lovely images on them. Like gorgeous images, right? And the book is surprisingly in depth. It's quite thick. Each particular sign, so this one that we have here, Eclipse in Capricorn, which I'll never be able to find because I'm wanting to find it. Eclipse in Capricorn. So this is Eclipse in Capricorn. Lovely color photo, and then a whole page of information about that particular card. So it's a very, very good deck. And I was surprised, right? It's difficult when I don't have any metaphysical shops around me. I just found a gemstone shop near me today. And when you're ordering off of Amazon, for example, and you can't see, pictures other than maybe in the review section of the cards, you're kind of winging it, really. So that was a great purchase, and I was very surprised with the result. The cards are fantastic. All right, what else are we saying here? Yes, do you have that too? Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the color that I just I don't know. It just speaks to me. No frozen Tootsies, Bronx. You know what? I got a thing about feet. Keep your feet covered up. I don't hate feet, but I don't want to see them. I can't really explain it. Oh, okay, Sunpress. That's cool. Yes, Maple Leafs and Senators territory. Yeah, we're all about the Maple Leafs here in this house. I bought. I love this deck that I have. which is the Native Spirit deck. This is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning artwork on these cards. Every image is just breathtaking, to be perfectly honest. Comes with a fantastic guidebook with a lot of information about the particular cards. And this is the Native Spirit Oracle by Denise Lynn. So, yeah. So why don't we throw a card? Speaking of cards, and oh, do you guys want to see some of my gemstones that I got today? How about this lovely guy here? Can you see that okay? My moons, I believe that's Snowflake Obsidian. I'm new to gemstones and crystals, and I confess I don't know an awful lot about them, so I'm excited to learn. But it feels really, really good, and I like it. I got this. This is stunning, this stone, and there's really no way for me to display it that you can see it properly, but I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's got this like gold kind of fleck or section of it. It's just beautiful. And it reminds me of my birthstone, which is for August, which is peridot. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce it, but that's what this reminds me of. It's beautiful. I have no idea what this is, but it's gorgeous. I got some hematite, which is lovely and shiny. Some Smoky Quartz, and I got this. I mean, this is gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Looks like a nugget of gold. This is, oh heck, I mean, oh look at it. Almost looks coppery. It's just beautiful. I can't remember the name of it. I had it, now it's gone. I got this lovely stone, and honestly, I'm sure that the camera is not going to do it justice, but my friends, seeing it in person is just gorgeous. It has little flecks in it that seem to be of like an iridescent quality, and they sort of shine. If you can see them, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, but they kind of have like a blue-green kind of fleck to them. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, so I got a whack load, so I'm all excited about that. Oh, hi Sharon, how you doing, love? It is absolutely freezing here, friends. Absolutely freezing. I've got a blanket on my feet at the moment, just trying to keep my toes from falling off. Sharon, when are you going to invite me on your channel? I'm just kidding, by the way. You know where to find me anytime you want to have me on, my friend. All right, let us pull a color card since we were talking about the color card. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and it's open because I have to have the fresh air. I have to have the fresh air. The heat is on because it's so dry, and I can't, like, I can't handle it. It makes me feel some sort of way. There's Quincy. Quincy was here cuddling with me. Maya Angelou has been hanging around you. Sharon, that's amazing. She is a wonderful soul. Wonderful, 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 inspirational, powerful, insightful woman. No, Ange, I promise. Haha, Sharon, you're hilarious. Friends, I have had the window open and literally had to get out the blow dryer to like make it so that I could close it. There's been snow in the bedroom and the whole bit. All right, my friends, look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cards. We have Azure, the fantastic sunlight, the gorgeous, fluffy, they look like just like feather light kind of clouds. A gorgeous, bright blue sky. So, Azure, protect yourself. Absolutely stunning. Stunning image. I love that. So for sure hysterical. Yeah, no, I'm not possessed. I don't have any kind of boogeymans or anything like that here. I do have a story about that one time I've told on the channel before. Just after my first cousin, Billy, passed away, we had a stereo, CD player kind of unit thing. And I had turned it off and I went to bed. And I'm laying in bed and I can hear this thing going. It had like 5 CD sort of turntable inside of it. And it just kept going around in circles. And I'm like, okay, so I get out of bed and I go out there and the unit would say hello when you first turned it on, goodbye when you turned it off, and then it would say the name of the song that was playing, right? And there it is. Hello, 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 friends. I'm standing there in the dark with this neon power knob that's like lit up bright blue, like this kind of color, with the hello, 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 and the CD thing going. I mean, it was like 2 or 3 months old. It wasn't that old, so I didn't think it was like a manufacturer kind of defect. But I'll be honest, I wanted to think that it was a manufacturer defect as opposed to something else, right? And anyhow, there I am standing there in the dark, and it's in the TV cabinet, right? So underneath the television, and I open up the doors and I'm leaning in and I'm like, what? I don't understand. What are you trying to say to me? Yeah. So I unplugged it because I could not, literally nothing would turn it off. Nothing would make it stop. So I unplugged it and it never worked again. Never. So I have no idea. Hi, Anna Banana. How are you, my friend? Happy to see you. Well, Sharon, there is nothing wrong with that. I think that's fantastic. I am open to being powered from this side or the other side. Well, my friend, you found us now. Did you hear me calling you? No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm glad you're here now. It would not be the same without you, my friend. Speaking of energy coming through electronics, we have fire spirit, my friends. Energy. I love this image. Absolutely love it. There she is standing there in all of her power. I love it. And as a Leo, I'm all about the fire energy. All about the fire energy. Oh, it's all good, Sempress. It's all good. Hi, Faye. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for me. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much for being here. While I have you all here, Doesn't Catch for Me Wellness Chats is now on Instagram, and we've also started a Facebook page. And so if you're on Facebook or on Instagram, I'm posting a card a day there, or my gemstones that I got today. Ow, I just whacked my hand off of my desk. So please do join us. Say hello. Pop in, as it were. Pop in, friends. Yes, gorgeous and badass, Empress. Absolutely. Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Mercury, and Mars. Fire is the best. Well, there you go. That's awesome. My husband is a Sagittarius, although he... All right, friends, this is a cute story. So my mother... Hi, Marie. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Linda. Oh my gosh, this is awesome, you guys. Happy Saturday evening. Hope you guys are all doing well. So my mother was a Scorpio. And one time my mother said that, in just a manner of conversation, that Scorpios were the sex gods or goddesses of the Zodiac. And my husband is sort of on the cusp, right? So when I say on the cusp, some books or magazines or whatever would say that he was a Scorpio, and some would say that he was a Sagittarius. Well, as soon as he heard my mother say that Scorpios were the sex gods of the Zodiacs, and of course I'm waiting for the comment to pop up any moment now, he was like, I am a Scorpio. So we tease him about it all the time, but he is a Sagittarius. I am a Leo sun and a Leo rising with an Aquarius moon. And I do have all the other details. I don't know what the heck they mean. And I don't remember what they are, but I do have them somewhere. All right. So Sempress is a Libra moon. See, I told you, Scorpio. Sempress, Libra moon. Strawberry, rhubarb. Oh, she's just saying hello. Oh, it's okay, Anna. Not a problem, hun. Marie says Leo sun and moon, Libra rising. Interesting. You know what's really funny about the kids bugging you, Anna? So we would wait until my mom every Saturday night. Okay, I'm going way back down the line here. Do you all remember the Bell Canada commercial about calling family after 6 on Saturdays? Well, anyway, that's when everybody made long distance phone calls, right? And to be perfectly honest, I had a working mother, so that was really the only time she had to chat. And so that's when she would call her mom, and they would get on the phone. And we knew that if my mom got on the phone with my Nana, don't start asking her for stuff, because she wasn't going to talk to us. Well, that's exactly why we would bug her. And then she would start snapping and pointing and doing all sorts of things, and we'd be whispering and asking. And I don't know, like, kids, honestly, we're like, there's a window of opportunity, let's go for it. Even though we knew exactly what was going to happen, because it would repeat itself week after week after week, right? That she would get off the phone, and then we would get in trouble, and she would, don't ever do that again. And there was a thing that my mom had about asking her mother to hold on. So we thought we could get away with anything, because she would never ask her mother to hold on. You know how we say, like, hold on a minute, back in the day, you put the phone down or whatever. My mother would never do that. She thought it was, the height of disrespect to say to her mother, like, hold on. So we just went for it every time, every Saturday night. Mom, can we have chips? Mom, can we have pop? Mom. there's a Danish in the cupboard. Mom, can we run away to Brazil? Like, whatever. We would do whatever. And she'd be snapping and pointing and doing all kinds of hand signals like she was an umpire in a baseball game. It was hysterical. That's a lovely memory. So thank you for making me remember that. Empress, I use astrocharts.com. I've been thinking about whether I want to do astrology along with tarot when I start. Oh, you're going to start your own channel, Empress? Good for you, love. Good for you. You know what? I'll be honest. I love all about astrology, but I really haven't heard a person yet that explains it in a way that retains my attention. Like, I feel like I'm lost past like the first 5 minutes. I'm sure that because I like the subject matter, that if I paid close enough attention to it and I really, really, invested some time, I would, be excited by it. But I think it's a difficult subject matter to explain to people. It's just my thoughts. Oh, in the States, Faye, it's after 7 when you can call. Oh, yeah, Marie, see? Semper is ordering a webcam this weekend. All right, friends, just as a matter of sharing, right? Because, I'll be honest with you, right? You think, oh, I'm going to start my own channel. It sounds like a great idea. And if you don't have a job and you don't have resources coming in and you don't do, readings professionally or whatever, it can cost some money, right? You've got laptops and computers or, desktops and, monitors and cameras and the cards and, lighting and so forth. I set myself a limit of how much money I wanted to spend. And I'll be honest, I have quadrupled that at this point because I clearly did not have a basic understanding of what I was doing. And the one smart thing that I did was, and I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you think of the quality of my camera? I will check that out. Thanks, Ange. Thank you, Marie. So this camera that I bought was $40 on Amazon, Canadian. It has a microphone in it, has the camera in it. It's got 2 different light settings, and it came with a little tripod. Oh, Mark, stop. So there you go. So I'm just saying there are options out there, right? You don't have to spend a fortune right out of the gate because, maybe it doesn't, maybe you think you're going to be, and I'm not in any way trying to discourage you by any stretch of the imagination, but I have to be honest, and I was being conscious of the fact that, I think I want to start a channel. I think I'd be okay at it, but I don't have a clue. And so, I had to be careful with the amount of investment that I was going to make in the beginning, right? So, all right, my friends. Yeah, and then my husband bought one for his stuff upstairs. From the Soul's Journey Oracle, which I absolutely adore these cards. I have to be honest, I love the patterns on the cards. And I oftentimes find myself looking at them more recently than in the beginning and thinking of the things that they remind me of. And this one always reminds me of specifically like a Mexican tile, that you would see like outdoor around a pool or something of that nature, or on a patio. That's what it reminds me of. So we have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I love that. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Fantastic. Sempress, yes, I think that that's a great way to go. When you were talking before about the astrology and the basics, sort of like the Cole's Notes version, the Cole's Notes for Dummies or whatever. No disrespect to anyone here in the chat. I'm speaking from myself personally, right? Yes, and that's a great quote that Einstein said, that if you can't explain something to a child, you don't know it well enough. We used to have a similar thing in the office, right? And that was that you are only as good as the manager that you work under, right? The manager should be able to call in sick, go on vacation, and the ship still runs perfectly, right? If that makes sense. Marie says, I got to stand up and stop dragging my knuckles and get internet service to my house. Yeah, I don't, it's funny because when the whole internet thing came out, I did it with my phone too. I was like, I don't need all these gadgets. I just need like an old flip phone. And now I don't know what I do without it. So it is interesting how if you allow it in, all of a sudden you can't live without it. Yeah, I don't know that they would ever do that, Linda, but it wouldn't hurt to have some of that into, like a science class. And I know probably in like grade 6 or grade 7, you do the whole solar system and the planets, perhaps even younger than that. But yes, I agree with you. Probably more focus should be put on that. Summer says, I have ADHD, so I definitely know all about getting carried away, spending 100 plus on a new hobby, and then a year later I still have tons of embroidery hoops and thread I've never used. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Sempress. I have diagnosed anxiety. I can't say it, but I've got it, friends. Honestly, late night. I have diagnosed anxiety. I can't. It's twice. One more time. I have anxiety, panic disorder, and depression. And quite often, if I'm antsy or nervous, I will, I want to try this, in hopes that it's going to be the thing that does it for me. And 5 or 10 minutes in, I'm like, no. And I've done that so many times, I can't even tell you, where I'm like, I want to try this, and it goes right down the toilet. So yeah. My oldest son would shoot me a new a-hole if I tried to start a channel with bare minimum quality equipment. Right. Well, to each his own, right? Oh, thanks, Faye. And I appreciate that feedback, because there's often times when I sit here and I think, like, it looks okay to me what I can see, and I don't know if you guys know this. And of course, you would only know this if you have your own channel and you do StreamYard. So I have a monitor that is the same size as my television that's over here on the side, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's like a 25-inch monitor, and the screen in which I can see myself is only half of that. It's just a little bigger than half, because the other side of the screen is taken up by all your comments, right? So I can only see a very small portion of myself. And so what I think what I think you guys are viewing is not necessarily always what you're viewing, if that makes sense. So I appreciate that. I love that, Sempress. I really, really do. I have to constantly remind myself, don't let good enough be the enemy of perfect. I'm gonna share something with you, Marie. First of all, I think that's fantastic that you're willing to put yourself out there and take a class. I don't care what class it is. I don't think many of us do that often enough for ourselves. Anything that you can do to improve yourself, to make you feel better about yourself, make you feel like you belong or are more accepted, or just gives you a more enhanced skill, which allows you to communicate and makes you feel better all the way around. I think it's fantastic. That's very inspiring. So I'm proud of you. Good for you. And you'll get there, my friend. You will get there. Oh, sorry, I'm like way behind. Apologize. That's that. I mean, you know what though, Anna, that's awesome that he is there and he's working with you with it. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but when my mom first got her computer, I was her tech support, which is a total joke. Because anyone who knows me knows that I am not tech savvy. Anything I know about a computer, I'm self-taught because I'm older than dirt, and computers only came out when I left school. So, oh, they're both 32. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's the new age. It's the way of the world, right? And when you think about it in the context of the way that I'm saying it, I mean, listen, I am so glad that I wasn't born in this generation or the one previous to me or the one previous to the new generation, because I honestly have no patience for technology. I like what I like. I know how to do what I know how to do, and I don't need to know how to do any more than that. I'm not into it. It does not do anything whatsoever for me. And I can't imagine that when my grandmother was born in 1913 versus when my mother was born in the 40s, when my mother was married and had washing machine and dishwasher and all this stuff, and my nana was used to standing out scrubbing on a washboard because they couldn't afford a modern washing machine, which is that old wringer roller situation, which was like basically nothing short of a death trap. I'm sure that she felt the same way, right? You know what, Linda, my friend? So I got a bunch of new gemstones today. I'm going to hold this up to the camera and hope that I don't drop it, that they don't all go for a ride. Let me know if you guys can see all that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't move. We'll have like marbles all over the floor. So I got a bunch of new gemstones today, friends. And I don't know what they all are, but I just discovered a gem shop here in town, so I'm thrilled about that. And I sent the lady a list of, I think, 14 or 15, and she said that she had them all. And so I got, let me see if I'll hold a couple up here. I don't know what all of them are, in perfect honesty. I know what some of them are. Maybe y'all can help me identify the gems of that's tonight's oracle in chat. So we have this fantastic snowflake of obsidian, right? Love that. Can you see that? Okay. Gorgeous, my friends, gorgeous. And I got myself a lovely hematite. Stunning. And I was showing this before, I believe. Now, all of you folks out there, all my friends, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this is Smoky Quartz. And I don't know if that you're going to be able to see that. You can't really see the brown in it, but it definitely is there. So I got that. It's quite a size, right? So I got that. Oh, friends. So I got some black onyx. I believe this is black onyx. Now, question for you. I asked for black tourmaline, I believe is what it is, and black obsidian. And I have two rocks here, two gems. One is like the shape of like a crescent moon, very flat. And then one is considerably not flat. And I'm not sure which is which, but whatever, I'll figure it out. I'm sure. All right. Oh, and I've got this lovely stone here, and I don't remember what it's called, but it's just absolutely beautiful. So if I put it up here to the screen, so you can see there's like those two black large flecks in it. And then if you turn it around, you can sort of see there's sort of like a brown, sort of beige marking on the bottom there, right? It's actually quite heavy. And then on the bottom side, and I don't know that this is going to show up in the camera, but on the bottom side, when you turn it in different kinds of light, it has this beautiful blue, green, iridescent kind of flecky situation to it. It's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. I got this, and I don't remember what you said it is. It starts with a C. This one here starts with a C. Beautiful. I love the color. Stunning. So yeah, so I'm having fun with this. I'm investigating the stones and all that. Oh, you think the obsidian is flat? Okay. Thank you, Marie. That's good to know. Yes. So moving on. So I've got this one here. Oh, it's citrine. Okay. Thank you. I've got this lovely blue stone, and it's got like a gold sort of, again, I don't know if you can catch that on the camera if I hold it. Certainly see the gold sort of fleck in it there. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yes, I think that's what it is, Cypress. Now, this one here, I don't know what this is. To be honest, I don't know what this is at all. Like, I have the list that I ordered, and one of the stones that I ordered was a Peacock Ore, and I have some stones here that don't look anything like the picture did, but I think I know which one it is, and I'll show you in a second. So I've got this one here, and it's got these lovely, whoops, it's got these lovely markings on it, right? The lines are just gorgeous. So I probably should have turned that around so you could have seen that better. Sorry, friends. Right? Gorgeous. So here it is. Oh, let me show you this. Let me show you this before I show you the other one. So this, look at this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. If I hold my hand out flat, you can see it. I'll move it around. Just beautiful. I think I showed you that one already, so I apologize. So here is the stone that I was talking about. And it's beautiful. So I don't know if you can see it. You can't. It's too difficult to see. But if you turn it there, you see the little flecks in it? You see the flecks? Yeah, they're like kind of greenish blue. So this color is like I would say almost like a purple blue color, like really, really dark. And then it's got these like green flecks in it. And I wondered if this is the Peacock Ore. But I don't know. But anyways, I don't even care what it is. It's gorgeous. So that's fine with me. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Yes, the light green is aventurine. And then I got this big chunk. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is, but it's a big chunk of something. My stomach's growling, sorry. Got some clear quartz. Then I've got this stone. I'm going to pile them up in my hands, and maybe y'all can tell me what they are, because I don't know which one is which. I'm trying to find the flat part here. This is fun, friends. Thank you so much for helping me. I appreciate it. So I've got these 3 stones here. So I've got like a frosty kind of white one on the left-hand side, and in the middle it's like a pinky purple color, and then on the right side is like a yellowish color. And I love this. This stone here is probably one of my favorites because it's got like a bubble in it. You're not going to be able to see that, but it's just gorgeous. And then I've got this lovely stone here. So yeah, so I bought a whole bunch, and I'm going to get to know these and have some fun with them, and use them to, my advantage if I can. So I'm looking forward to finding all that stuff out. Yeah, right now I don't have them in a bowl. I've kind of kept them in the packaging that they came in. So I'm sort of keeping them that way until I can identify which is which and who is what and all that good stuff, right? All right, my friends. What did I tell you about the cats? Every time, friends, every time. Semper says, this is fun. I'm not a gem expert by any means, but know enough to get in trouble at shop. I need this for my throat chakra. And I need some tiger's eye, because who doesn't? And what about garnet? It's interesting. So this particular gem shop, I didn't even think of the tiger's eye, which is just weird because I actually know that stone. So it was weird that I didn't ask for it. But I've never been inside of the gem shop before, but the lady was awesome. We worked together on Messenger, and she told me what she could provide for me. That's a really good idea, Marie. I don't know how many of you know this, but Nancy Jean actually gave me some tarot lessons. So I could most definitely reach out to her and ask her. I'm sure that she would be happy to help me out. She's a lovely, lovely lady. But I ordered 2 new sets of oracle cards that are coming over the next couple of days, and one of them is all about crystals. So I'm excited to see that, and I'm hoping that in conjunction with the crystal cards, I can figure out what the heck I just bought. So I'm sure that's not the way it's supposed to be done, but that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and here's my new oracle deck that I got for the people that didn't see this when I first had it up. It's called Pure Magic Oracle. It was at the shop there where we got the gemstones. Well, I sort of figured, like you were saying, Empress, that we could all learn together, right? So it'll be a learning experience for me as well as for everyone else, and will help me to, really feel the cards, right? So this is the deck. It's called Pure Magic, sorry. And it's an interesting sort of situation here, in that it's separated into 4 components. So you've got the earth, you've got the air, you've got the fire, and you've got the water. So, and then there's some layouts and some spreads. The book it's quite nice, right? You know, it's quite nice. The cards a bit flimsy, but they're lovely on the back side. The same illustration as the front of the box. Sort of like an antique kind of look to them. And then, so this is one of the cards. Whoops, apologize. Sorry, friends. Ancient Amulets. Card number 2 says on the bottom, fortune, protection, skills, and possessions. So I have to, it's like I said, it's divided into 4 sections. So I'm really going to have to go through the book and figure out exactly how to work with it. But one of the spreads that it gives, as I noticed, bear with me here while I put the little plastic sleeve back on. One of the spreads that it gives, which I can't wait to try out, I will show you really quickly, is, which I didn't even know that it had this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. It's called the Elemental Body Spread. You can see it there on the side with all of the cards going down it. So I'm quite looking forward to doing that and seeing how I fare out. Yeah, interesting. So, and then like I said, I ordered these crystal cards. So these crystal cards are, I've been looking at crystal cards and had them on my wish list for a while. And you know, I'm like the Call It Baron Reed crystals. I don't know the actual name of the deck, but the one that she does for the crystals. I mean, it's, the artwork looks fantastic. But I wasn't feeling it. And then, you know, there's a whole bunch of other ones, right, that I've seen. So anyways, this one that I found just a couple of days ago has like an affirmation on the front of it, and then the crystal and what it can be used for, how it can help you. So I thought that was a good route. I also mentioned something in there, I think, about the chakras in some cases, probably not all of them, but I just thought that was interesting. So I look forward to those crystal cards coming so I can figure out what stones I just got. Oh, you have that, Linda? Do you like it? Yes, you have to wait for the yuck to go away first before you can take some classes. Oh, is it? That's cool, Empress. Interesting. Crystal Mandela. I think so. I'm looking forward to it, though. Looking forward to it, my friend. All right. Let us throw a couple more cards. Let us throw a couple more cards. You know, we were speaking before about the money that you can spend, and I'm going to say this to y'all, right? And this is just my personal opinion. If you have a little bit of money to spare, obviously, you know, don't take the food off your table to buy a gemstone or an oracle deck, obviously. But if you have a little bit of money that you can spend on yourself to help yourself, to make yourself smile, to make yourself happy, as long as you're being realistic about, you know, your expectations, I would much prefer to spend my money on an oracle deck or a gorgeous gemstone deck. And also, you know, if I never use it for the intended purposes, right, in terms of like a healing stone or whatever the case may be, or to align my chakras, it's gorgeous. So now I've bought myself something for, you know, $4, $5, $6, $8, $10, whatever the case may be, and it's just beautiful. Why not? Why not? I am all about, and I always have been, I'm all about and always have been about making my home happy. And making my home happy to me means that I am surrounded by the things that I like. I don't care if anyone else likes them, right? I am surrounded by the things that I like, and that's the way I like it. And so, you know, it is what it is. And to that point, I will also add that, like I've told many people here before, when we bought this house, it was a fixer-upper, and so there was a lot, like we had the essentials here, but not everything that we owned was here. Sorry, I've got a tickle. Most of that was in storage, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I started to feel some sort of way. Like the renovation wasn't getting done fast enough, which I know everyone complains about that, but because my stuff wasn't here. Like I didn't have my things, you know? So it didn't feel like home. It didn't feel like me. I didn't feel happy in it, if that makes sense. So I think that there's a sort of, I mean, there's the aesthetically pleasing, you know, you just like certain things and they make you happy and make you feel better, you know, whatever, you know, when you walk in the door, it feels like home, all, you know, speaks to your comfort, all those sort of things. But then it didn't feel like I felt like I was temporary, not permanent. It didn't feel like I was, I don't know, I don't want to say the word grounded, but almost like grounded. Really. I don't feel like I belonged. Yes, that's a great word. That's a great word, Sunpress. I couldn't nest and truly feel at ease. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. Good for you, Marie. Good for you. I mean, and like I said, right, I'm not in any way saying, you know, go out and spend your last, $40 on an oracle deck, because perhaps you have other things, you know, that you need to spend your money on. But, you know, if it makes you happy and it makes you smile, why the heck not, my friend? We have, hopefully I can pronounce this correctly, Stephanotis, cooperation. Those gorgeous flowers. Take the hand offered or ask. Take the hand offered or ask. Interesting card. All right, let us pull from our little mini chakra love deck. Yeah, just having my stuff around me just makes me feel good, right? You know, your pictures of your family and little tchotchkes, and, you know, whether you're into tchotchkes or you're not, we all have like some form of a tchotchke or knick-knack or decorative element, whatever word you want to call it, that reminds us of, you know, a moment in time, a person, a relationship, a vacation, you know, whatever. And then the memories and the emotions and that particular thing invokes. It's so important for your overall mood, really. Wow, good for you, Marie. It's difficult. I mean, that's a difficult process to go through, purging and merging. It really is. Definitely difficult. But good for you for attacking it, my friend. Because I know it's not easy. I have a tracksuit. This is so crazy. I have a tracksuit that was my mother's. And when I say a tracksuit, it is not a tracksuit. You know, this is like what I call a tracksuit. This was like, you know, velvet or velour or some kind of lounge suit. I would never wear this thing in a million years. Like, it's not my taste, not my style, not my anything. However, it was my mom's. So, of course, I took it. And my mom and I were pretty much the same size-ish. My mom was a bit smaller than me, but like ish, right? And I came up with this grand idea that I was going to make something out of said tracksuit because I would never wear it. And I didn't want it just to sit in the back of my closet and waste. I wanted to create something with it for my nieces and my sister, and I've never done it, but I keep relocating that tracksuit. I just keep moving it, right? So I get where you're coming from, Marie, about the, you know, getting into to it, digging into it. Just this past fall, well, the beginning of fall, really, just before the Canadian Thanksgiving, I like a whole giant garbage bag full of clothes from my closet that I donated. Um, it's important to do that, you know, to clear out the old and make room for new, right? But there's certain things that I hold on to, especially things that were my mom's, right? Because they're very important to me, obviously. Yeah, I'd seen, I was going to say that what I was wanting to make out of the said tracksuit was like a pillow for my nieces, you know, to have on their beds. It's a lovely sort of like a very light, sort of like sandy kind of taupey, or not taupe, like sandy mushroomy kind of color, like a clean mushroom, not a dirty one. And I just thought, you know, because that color kind of goes with everything, that it would make a lovely pillow, and if they knew that it was from Nanny, it would mean an awful lot to them. And I thought about doing, I think they're called bolster pillows, the round ones, you know, because I could use a leg, like a leg each of the tracksuit to make the round pillow. And then for my sister, I would use the jacket, right? And so, like, I've got it worked out in my mind. I just haven't invested the time into it because I don't sew. And I had a sewing machine, but I never used it, so I let it go. But this is exactly the kind of project that one would need a sewing machine for. But anywho, I will get it done, and I will share it with you, my friends. Okay. I was pulling a card, and then I got sidetracked, so sorry. Yeah, it would feel really, really nice. And that was one of the reasons that made me think of the pillow. I've seen those before where people have taken, like, you know, like a plaid shirt or a denim shirt, you know, and turned it into a cushion with, you know, buttons or whatever the case may be, and it's quite lovely. And what a wonderful way to pay tribute to somebody, right? As a nice reminder that no one else necessarily walks in and goes, "Oh, that was your dad." You know what I mean? All right, here we go. I just dropped like 10 cards here. Whoops. So we'll take the first one. We have, from the mini chakra love deck, we have peace. I don't know why that's not focused, but peace. In stillness, the answer will be revealed, from the crown chakra. And they're mentioning clear quartz as the crystal here. Oh, that was me shuffling the cards, Marie. Unless you have a cat on the roof, because my cats don't go outside. And you know what's really interesting about that? We have a metal roof. We don't have shingles here. And so if something is on the roof, oh my gosh, it is like so loud. Sounds like Santa and the reindeer have arrived. Oh, your sister did that, Anna? Yeah. I just think it's really a neat concept, right? It's a lovely way to preserve someone's memory, but also preserve, you know, the clothing. So, all right, let us pull from the Zodiac Moon deck, my friends. I have something that I wish I could pull off my wall that I absolutely love. And I bought this from here in Canada. It's a company called Bouclair. And it's like a wood carving. And I seen it online and I fell in love with it and I ordered it. And this thing just kept going from room to room to room to room to room in terms of like sitting on a chair or sitting in the hallway or sitting on a chair or sitting on the table, because I was trying to find the spot for it, right? And I've got it here in my office now, and I'm thrilled with the fact that it just, I don't know why, like it's silly spot for it, but it works and it makes me happy whenever I look at it. I think that's kind of the point, right? of having your stuff around you. Listen, I love me a recliner. Oh, I got you. Okay. I got you, Marie. Lovely, 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 lovely card. Friends, look at that image. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Imagine what that would smell like if you were standing in and amongst all of those gorgeous sunflowers. Stunning card. Eclipse and Taurus, re-evaluation, a change of heart. Change of heart. Beautiful. So we have a change of heart, re-evaluation, peace. We have cooperation. We have energy. We have pride. More specifically, the message on the pride card. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And then protect yourself. Interesting messages. Right? Yeah. That's a good point that you make there, Anna, because the Kelster here is pretty much allergic to, trees, fresh cut flowers. Like, don't take me to a wedding or a funeral. Never a good time. Yeah. Fresh cut grass. I can't cut the grass. It's bad. I'm allergic to cats. But I don't suffer, badly. When I was younger, I did. Holy moly. I had to go for the allergy test where they put all the things that you're allergic to into your arm, like with the little injections. And then because I had so many reactions to those things, then I got them down my back. And I think, there's like 60 or 65 or something stupid thing like that. And you walk out of there feeling like you've literally been beat up because they've just injected you with 65 things or whatever, 60 things that you are allergic to, like 40 of them, right? So you're broken out in welts and you're sniffling and you're sneezing and your eyes are all, burning and tears flowing down your face. It's just a lovely visit when you do that. But I don't, I'm allergic to their fur, not their dander. So I'm very lucky. I'm fortunate that way. Oh my God, the heat is so dry. Reminds you of shots as an Air Force brat. Did you used to have to get particular shots if you all were traveling around or whatever the case may be, right? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Well, I'm lucky I don't have to. It's so bad that, what do you call this? When you're driving down the road, I don't know. I'm sure that you guys have this somewhere in the States. When you're driving down the road, and quite often here in Canada, you'll have traffic on one side, traffic on the other side with a median that has grass and trees in it dividing the road. And if I can smell it before I've even arrived and I'm already reacting to it. And the grass is probably the thing that gets me the most. That and mold. I can sniff out mold like a detector. I'm allergic to it, so I have to be very careful about that. But the cats, I'm kind of lucky that way. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't have a cat. Honestly. Oh yeah, you guys had to get shots. That's interesting. It makes total sense, but it's interesting. I never thought about it, to be honest. All right, my friends. They gave us a bunch of shots. It was supposed to go to Taiwan and then orders changed in family. Gotcha. All right, we have a card gone sideways. All friends. I love this card. I love everything that it says, everything that it implies, everything that I feel when I look at it. Love this card. Wolf Spirit Family. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Is it not? Avoid people, or people think I'm a bitch because I avoid people as much as possible because their perfumes and clones make it difficult to breathe. I say that you just tell them. Yes, the Wolf Moon is tomorrow, correct? Tomorrow night? Oh. It is a lovely deck, I have to say. Lovely deck. All right, friends. Let us pull another card. Charlotte, what are you doing, darling? I don't know. Oh, there. Can you see her now? No, not yet. What are you doing? Come here. Good girl. What are you doing? Oh, you want to come and say hi? Do you want to come and say hello? Yes. Do you want to come and say hi? Little munchkin? Come and say hi to everybody. Come here. Oh, up you go. Oh. This is my sweet Charlotte. Say hello, darling. Say hello, darling. This is Quincy's sister. And she doesn't like to be held, so she's not going to last very long here. Are you? No. Do you want to? But you know what she loves? She loves to lay on Mommy's lap underneath the blanket. Do you want to lay down? Do you want to cuddle up? Do you want to cuddle up? Oh, you're purring. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, you're purring. Yes, it's tomorrow, Empress, the 17th. Mwah. Would you like... Oh, do you want to? That's a good idea. Do you use like regular iodine salt or a particular kind of salt? Just curious. I don't know. That's right. I'm not Daddy. Daddy can hold her. Mommy can't. What do you want to do? You don't have to run away. You can go this way. You can go this way. You want to go this way? You want to go that way? Go see Daddy. Good girl. The tripod kitty we are fostering, probably a foster fail, and should just say adopting, laugh out loud. Just woke up and came out to say hey. Aw, hi, sweetheart. Hi, kitty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's definitely a daddy's girl. Sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Cool. And you do that as a cleansing thing? I couldn't put water outside right now because it would freeze. I mean, it's not this cold in the North Pole, for God's sake, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know that, but I'm thinking it's probably not. You know what? It's not that we're not used to these kind of temperatures because we get them, right? But what we're not used to is the up and down. Like 2 days ago, it was like -8. Now it's -30 or close to -30. It's been that for 2 days. Tomorrow it's going to be -8 again, right? So that's the hard part, the up and down part. It makes it difficult, right? Sea salt is usually best for crystals, although there are a few that shouldn't be left in it. Marie says, I have a Himalayan salt lamp. Blah, 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 blah. Anna says, tomorrow is the first night, but actual full moon is 17th. Yep. Semper says, I usually put mine in sea salt for a little bit and then wave some sage under them and leave them out in full moon. Ange says she loves her Himalayan salt lamp. Yeah, Marie, honestly, it's like stupid cold. Just stupid cold. So it's minus 22 with, I think, feels like temperature minus 27. That's Celsius. So in Fahrenheit, that is minus 20. So 20 below zero, I believe, or 19. Whatever. It's just, you know what, cold is what it is. Right? Yes, it may be that, honey. I don't know. Yeah, she wasn't well. We fostered Charlotte and Quincy, and that was just when the pandemic had started, and so we brought them home. We fostered them for about a week and a half, and then she was supposed to be going in to get fixed, as they do with all the kittens, to control the population. And she went in and you know, Quincy went in too. They both went back for their said surgeries, and Mark went and got them, and Quincy was fine. Charlotte was not, like, at all, and we ended up having to rush her to an emergency vet hospital about an hour away, where she stayed for the next 24 hours. Wasn't good, but she rallied, and so she's our special girl, because, you know, we're always very sort of, you know, on the lookout, like, is she okay, is she all right, kind of idea. Yeah, and I have the cutest picture in my phone. So she came home with one of those little onesies on from the emergency vet clinic. And Mark brought her in, took her, like he was just holding on to her, right? Put her down. And she toddled down the hall. And Quincy, her brother, met her. And I have a picture where he's sitting side by side with her, and he's looking at her, and he's got, like, his paw. It's almost like he's got his hand around her, like, you know, it's okay, honey, I got you. It's just the most adorable picture ever. It's like taken really far away, so it's kind of hard to focus, but it's adorable. Put a clear container of water in the moonlight also. Yeah. Put your crystals in the window ledge for a moon bath to charge them. Okay. Done, my friends. Done. Yeah, she is feistier than you know what. She really is. Yeah, she was not a fan of the onesie. But it was, I mean, the cone, because she's so tiny, the cone just was like, it was just stupid. I mean, she couldn't even lift up her head. So the cone had to go. Well, we have this lovely blue. Blue seems to be our theme color this evening, friends. It's cyan. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Build your confidence. So that's the second confidence that we've had come out. Gorgeous, gorgeous image on that. I'll just pull a new moon card, or a new moon card, a moonology card. Oh, stretching. Stretching across the table. Yes. Autumn, I caught her. Was it yesterday? Like not yesterday as in Friday, as in Saturday, but yesterday as in Friday. Was that the day that she was struggling with some kind of outlet and she put her makeup on in front of the camera? It was that Friday, whatever day that was. And she had said that her sister had woke up with chills and she was concerned about her mother and just. And I mean, everybody's heard what happened to Jeffrey from Ripe Color. I mean, friends, and his apartment went up in flames. I mean, thank God he's okay, but and staying with friends. But if you can, yeah, I know that lots of the readers have posted things up on Instagram and within the community that if you could donate or just send a comment or some prayers or some energy his way. Tragic. But he is okay, and that is the most important thing. Semper says blue and purple are my faves. Red is my favorite color. Whoops. Red is my favorite color as I drop my cards all over the place. Everybody talks about these Moonology cards like they are awesome, and I like the cards, but I find them extremely difficult to work with in terms of the texture. They don't shuffle very well, or for me at least. But none of the decks that I have shuffle well because my hands are so tiny. Oh, it was Thursday and her outlet still not working. Yeah, there's a lot of fires that seems to be happening. But that's because, and this is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. And it makes sense if you think about it, right? So if you live in a building that's older, you have copper or aluminum or galvanized plumbing and or heating, the temperatures are so cold that you've got the heat cranked, right? You've got heaters plugged into the walls. If you have aluminum wiring in your house, quite often you could, the electricity that is conducted through the wires and aluminum wiring causes heat to build up and could cause a fire right at the receptacle, right at the outlet. And so there, I think that because it's wintertime, people have space heaters going. We're all familiar with the tales that we hear of the landlords that don't look after their homes or their buildings that people are renting out. So people are living in less than favorable conditions, and when the weather gets tough and it gets cold and extreme, everything, the plumbing, the mechanics of the house, the electricity, everything is working harder than it normally would have to. And a lot of people are running things 24/7 to keep the water and the pipes moving, right? And so I think that might be the reason why some of these fires, because it seems like all of a sudden we're hearing about so many fires. And I'm not an expert, just for entertainment purposes only, for anyone who's listening. It's just a thought that I had. Yes, it totally sucks. Oh, that's so cute. I love that name, Fish. That's so cute. Well, hello, Fish. Welcome to Dozen Cats for Me, Night Out, Oracles, and Chat. We have step out of your comfort zone in the North Node. I love that. Step out of your comfort zone. Maybe that's why we need to build our confidence, because maybe we need to step out of our comfort zone. All right, friends, 1 hour and 35 minutes here. It is 12:35, and I don't know what the temperature is because something is covering that up. I'm going to have a smoke. Sorry. Well, Fish, you are welcome to join anytime you feel the need, my darling. Anytime. I welcome it. All right, let us pull a native spirit direct. We haven't pulled from that yet, I don't think. So I think I told you guys that I've been watching Charlie's Angels, the TV show, like from the 70s, reruns on YouTube. And I watched the one last night, and it scares. It's so stupid, but it scares the bejeebers out of me every time I watch it. But yet I'm like addicted to it. I'm like sitting there, like, you know what I mean, the whole time. And it's the one. It's called Terror on Ward 1. Where there's some kind of like, I don't know, like person that's like attacking nurses and doctors and stuff. It scares. I don't even know why. But anyway, that's what I've been watching. And Bewitched. I'm all about the classics, apparently, the last couple of weeks. I love watching those kind of shows because it fills me with wonderful memories of my childhood. And I remember like specific moments where I was, what I was doing, you know, who was sitting there watching what, and just fun stuff like that, right? You did the hell to... Oh, that's so cute. Aw. Thank you, Fish. Mwah. What a little sweetheart. I love that. You know what? I loved the Waltons. Loved the Waltons. Loved it. Oh, my friends. Beautiful card. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that. Just stunning, stunning, stunning image. So peaceful, so tranquil. Just beautiful. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful, stunning photo. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Tribal Spirit Dancer. Let us see what the message is for Tribal Spirit Dancer. Sorry, it's the cat hair. Card meaning, let go. Say yes to life. Be daring. Dance to your heart's desire. Unfurl your wings and fly. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Tune into the rhythm of life. Laugh. Explore. Go beyond your predictable behavior. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishes. Run outside in the sprinklers. I love that. So, be confident. Get out of your comfort zone. Walk away from the dishes and crank up the music and dance. Leave the chaos behind. Because as we were talking about just on Friday, friends, what was it? What was the whole thing on Friday? The whole thing on Friday was the mental conflict about the woulda, shoulda, couldas, and that we needed to just be kind to ourselves, right? We need to spend a little bit of time with us, a little bit of me time, bubble bath, crank the music. And what was my suggestion to everyone? You know, when's the last time you got dressed up? Do your hair, do your makeup, take a bubble bath, burn some candles, turn up the music, dance, right? It's a small price to pay to sort of like infuse you with some fun and happiness, right? Interesting, my friends. You know what? I love the Gong Show. The bag person. I can't remember his name now, but yes, the bag show. Love it. MASH. Yes, MASH was a good one. You know what? I used to think that Elizabeth Montgomery, when I seen her on the screen, was my mother. And I've shared my mom's photo with some of the folks here on the channel. I don't know where that picture is. Because I have a lovely photograph. I mean, a beautiful photograph. Kelmar, just out of curiosity, if you're still listening in the chat, that picture of my mom and I, that's probably in the basement, right? I need to hang that up on my wall is what I need to do. But bear with me for one moment, friends. One moment. My mind is spinning. I'm thinking of where this particular picture could be that is just as good. Oh, wait, just wait 1 sec, Ange. Wait 1 sec, if you can. Just 1 sec. I want to show you a picture. All right, so the reason why I say that my mother reminded me of Elizabeth Montgomery, that is my mama. Right there. My mother and my father. And there they are sitting at the Bobby Vinton show in 1965. My mother is about 7.5 months pregnant there with yours truly. And so when I was born, that's what my mama looked like. And my grandmother babysat me, and which my mom's mom babysat me. And I used to watch Bewitched with my aunts. And I thought my mother was bewitched. When I realized that she couldn't wiggle her nose, I was quite disappointed. And like, that's not even a joke. I'm totally serious there. Here's a picture of me and my daddy, since we're showing photographs. That's a picture of yours truly and my daddy. And I'm about 4 there. Yeah, about 4. It's my daddy. This is my father's lookbook that my sister had made for us when my father passed away. And this is my parents when they started going out. My parents met each other at 16 years old. And sorry, Ange, I just wanted you to see that picture of my mom because I was talking about Elizabeth Montgomery. Thank you so much for popping in. It was so nice that you joined us. And for all that are listening, Ange will be back with us on Wednesday, January the 19th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to join us for our Achieving Wellness chat, which we will be talking about trust. So if you can, please join us for that. And if you're not already subscribed to Tiny Trinkets Intro, please do go check her out. She's fantastic. And thank you so much for popping in, Ange. That was a nice treat. I hope you sleep well and have sweet dreams, my friend. Blessings. All right. So this is my mom and dad at 18 years old. So funny story, my parents met at 16 and well, almost 16. They were sort of like 15 and a bit, actually. And got married at 18. And in Canada at the time, you had to be 21 to drink, so they weren't even old enough to drink at their own wedding, which I think is hysterical. Can you all see what Charlotte's doing? She goes underneath the blanket, so she's trying to go underneath. She's trying to get, there she is. She's going underneath the blanket to get warm. So when my father asked my mother to marry him, They were walking down the street, and he turned her around and proposed to her. And she was so excited that she was kind of jumping around, and she twirled around and got dizzy and sort of banged into a telephone pole. And she smacked her two front teeth, and then there was blood. And at the sight of blood, my mother faints. So my mother fainted. And my father had to drag her to her house, which, thank goodness, was right around the corner, and put her up against the door while he knocked on the door to, like, ask my grandparents for assistance, right? And my grandmother came out and seen that my mother had blood coming down her face and chased my father down the street with a frying pan. I love that story. Best story ever. And anyhow, it all worked out in the end. Well, for 23 years anyways, it worked out in the end. I'm trying to find another picture of my parents. Bear with me, friends. Since I have this photograph out, I will show it to you. So that is like 1970. My father looks like McLeod there. You know the McLeod show? The cowboy that used to drive through the streets with his, or not drive, like ride through the streets on his horse. My parents, this is like 1975, 76, 74, somewhere in that range. Yep, that's my mommy and daddy. Lovely memories, my friends. Lovely memories. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you guys. It helps to find out a little bit about who I am and why I do what I do and all that good stuff, right? Oh, and by the way, may I just say, when I did last week's pick piles and I chose some of my mother's miniature clocks, everybody was so kind and putting up, such lovely comments about my mom's miniature clocks. So thank you for that. It makes me, feel great when I can use some of her stuff. Sort of let others see a bit of my mom, if you know what I mean. So thank you. All right, let us pull some more cards. I will move my chair back in. Ooh. Benny Hill. I don't know that I watched a lot of Benny Hill, but my dad used to love the Carry On movies, and like sort of like the Monty Python kind of thing, which is kind of similar to Benny Hill. So I am familiar with that. All right, let us pull. We have not pulled from this one here yet so far. Let us pull a Power to Surrender cards. I really like these cards. They're new, so they're still a bit sticky, as I refer to them as. Now, minus 22. It feels like temperature, God knows why. I wonder if this is how Santa Claus feels. And as I said at the top of the hour, if you have fur babies, please be careful when you're putting them outside in this kind of weather. Even just with the salt that you sprinkle around, to stop, slipping hazards and stuff. Dogs or the cats get a piece of that salt stuck inside the pad of their paws, and they lick it. It's dangerous for them if they lick it, but it can burn, part of the pad right off of their paw. So. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Does anybody have, a new moon ritual? I don't do anything that's like highly scientific by any stretch of the imagination, but I write my intentions out, I stick them in a baggie, and I tape them to the window. I know, highly scientific, but I feel like I'm doing something, so that's what I do. So we had 2 cards fall out. We've got Surrender to Your Soul's Path. Gorgeous image on that card. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. And the next card that fell out was Surrender to Joy. And what a glorious image, which reminds me very much of the tribal spirit dancer with the sun and the birds and the water. Just gorgeous. And the message on this card says, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling, as we just said a few moments ago. During both the hard and easy time, keep surrendering to more joy. I feel like some days I need to tape this kind of a card to my forehead so that I remember. As it's most difficult in these challenging times to remember that we are fortunate and that we are blessed and we have reasons to smile, right? It is most difficult. Every time I come here and I do a live program, and I'm not saying this to be trite, I'm saying this because I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You all in the chat give me a reason to smile. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for all of the love and the support that you've given me since I started this channel, since I joined this community months and months and months ago and participated in the chats. And, you know, you were all so kind and encouraging, and it's a beautiful thing. It truly is a beautiful thing. I've watched it happen in the chat myself, where someone else has said that they are having a rough moment or a rough time or whatever the case may be. And, you know, someone else is there, and then everybody's jumping in to assist, lift up, empower, you know, send love and light and prayers. And it's just a glorious thing to watch. And, you know, it is a reminder when you see that happening that we're free with that love and light and healing and blessings and love to others. But we must also give it to ourselves. We must also give it to ourselves. So I think that's the message, right? That's been the message consistently since Friday for us here, not to forget ourselves in that process, because, you know, you have to be happy to be able to sort of take that in, you know, rejuvenate it and push it back out to the world, right? You also deserve to smile and feel that joy. So don't forget that, my friends. All right. Now, it's very odd, and I don't know if everyone's fallen asleep on me or not, but, like, my chat's not moving, so I don't know what's happening with that. I don't know if it's frozen or if you all just decided to be quiet because you're listening. I'm not sure. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. Oh, and we've had a card pop out. We have Gardenia, awareness. Wake up, roll the clouds away, and look. Wake up, roll the clouds away, and look. Look around. Look around for those blessings and for those reasons to smile, friends. Because I guarantee you can find them. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Interesting. So, we have 2 cards fall out. The first one being, I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go, which speaks to the very first card that we pulled out. Or not the first card, sorry, but one of the first cards we pulled out, Azure, protect yourself. And then we have this card here, which fell out at the same time as this one did. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Which I think is just speaking to all the things that we've mentioned tonight about choosing joy, choosing to smile, reminding yourself of reasons to smile, etc., and so on. My friends, just bear with me here for 1 second. I want to try something here. Yeah, I'm frozen. So hold on 1 sec. I'm going to go out and I'm going to put this up on the screen. I don't know if it's going to do anything or not. Maybe if I type something in the comments. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear an echo. So the last comment that I've seen on here in my chat is, oh my God, so gorgeous. That's the last comment that I've seen. No, Marie, the window's cracked open a bit, love. Yeah, it is weird. Yes, the Red Green show was hysterical. Why can I not make this go? So odd. Very strange. I wonder what it'll do if I say I'm having issues. Nothing. Oh, okay. We don't need to do that right now. All right, I can read the comments off of my phone as long as you guys aren't hearing an echo. All right, let's see what we're saying here. All the way down to the bottom. Mercury retrograde wreaking havoc with electronic technology, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, because I'm in StreamYard reading the comments, I'll just work off my phone. That's fine. All good, my friends. We won't be here for much longer. We're sitting at 2 hours. We'll just pull a couple more cards, and I will let you go. It just goes to show you things are freezing up over here. Ha ha ha. Whoops. It's all Charlotte's fault. We're going to blame Charlotte for it. Is it your fault? Did you do something? Charlotte, is it your fault? What did you do? We'll blame Charlotte. Oh, and she ran away. Yeah, minus 22 degrees, you guys. Like it's no joke cold. No joke cold. All right, so friends, you know what? I never remember to ask, but please make sure that you like, subscribe, share, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell notification. It really does help the channel. And I do appreciate the support. And don't forget that on Wednesday, as I just finished saying, that Tiny Trinkets and Tarot will be here with us at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to join us for our chat about sorry, I just read Marie's comment. She'd be a frozen toothpick. That's hilarious. Hi, Andrea. How are you doing, love? She will be here to talk about trust with us at 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And then on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Jean the Seeker joining us for our weekend readings, what we need to know with the week ahead. The pick piles will be posted up for Monday, as well as my top 10 tips. And of course, I will be back here tomorrow night for Oracles and Chat at 8 p.m. We have from the Secret Language of Color, Ruby, rejuvenate your body. So we continue to get the same messages over and over again, right? Interesting, my friends. So for some reason, Andrea, my chat has frozen in my StreamYard, and so I'm reading my comments off of YouTube. So I have my phone there. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone. Did you feel that card? It's gorgeous. And I think, did you not say, Sempress, earlier something about a ruby? If I'm not mistaken, in the chat, you made reference to a ruby. So there you go. That was for you. I hope that the shuffling isn't too loud, you guys, with me having the phone right here beside the cards. Whoop, that just flew right out. We had two fly out. So we have Butterfly Spirit Transformation. Lovely card. Lovely card. Gorgeous. And we have Maple Spirit Generosity. Another stunning, stunning, stunning image. And I think really that's the message. I mean, it is personally for me how I feel transformed in a way. And not to sound trite or ridiculous, but all of this acceptance and bringing things into me and looking at them from a way of being more positive and having gratitude and counting my blessings, and all of those things is what seems to have made the difference for me. I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't tried it yet. It's an exercise that doesn't cost any money. It's an exercise where you can do it in the comfort and the privacy of wherever your safe space or happy space is. And all you have to do is open your heart. That's really all you have to do. You just have to open your heart. You have to open your heart and make a choice that today is going to be the day that I want to just, sunshine and rainbows and puppy dogs and smell the flowers. And I'm going to choose joy. I'm not going to choose sorrow. I'm going to choose positivity, not negativity. And you will transform. You will transform. You will change your mind. You will change your heart. You will change your outlook. You will change how people see you, how you see others. It sounds like, a bunch of hogwash, perhaps. But do yourself a favor and just give it a shot, just one time. And you have the perfect opportunity coming up tomorrow with the full moon to set an intention. I want to be kinder to myself. My intention is to love myself more, to love all of me. My intention is to smile 15 times a day, right? The most important thing about setting an intention is to keep it positive. Always, always, always keep it as positive as possible. Take all the negativity or negative connotation out of it, and don't give it a timeline. Right? Don't give it a timeline. Give it a shot. What have you got to lose? And in a couple of weeks, if the intention seems like it's wearing off in its importance to you, or where it falls in your daily routine, or its effectiveness overall, tweak it up a little bit. So if my intention is I want to smile 15 times a day, and all of a sudden now I'm not paying attention to how many times a day I'm smiling, and I don't feel like I'm smiling enough, now I'm going to change it and say that my intention is to smile and wink at myself. My intention is to smile issuing a blessing to myself, or something along that lines. You just tweak it a little bit and make it so that it's sort of like almost new again. So the intensity is there, right? Let's see here what we're saying, because I missed a whole lot. Sorry. Semper says, guess I need to work on my root chakra, garnet and ruby. Yep. Good. I'm glad it's not too loud. You're used to the shuffle. Thank you, Marie. Andrea says, oh, Kelly, Allie have been caught up in total craziness with technology, recorded a whole show that wouldn't post. Oh, my goodness. Wow. This is I'll be honest, this is the first time that I'm conscious of Mercury retrograde doing anything to me. I've heard, so many other readers speak about it, and I've never been, I never thought that I experienced. Perhaps I did and I didn't know, but that's interesting. So thank you for sharing that with me, and many blessings to Allie. Hope she gets that all sorted out. Poor woman, honestly. She's been having a time of it lately, has she not? Sumper says, Maple, oh, hey, maybe I can have the maple syrup I wanted to order sent to you and pay you to ship it rather than pay the $25 to the company that was charging to ship it to the US. That's craziness, right? Well, believe me, we have it here too. So I wanted to order the deck of character. I went through this the other day. I wanted to order the deck of character. It's going to cost me $65 to order a $27 set of cards. With the conversion of the money and the taxes and the shipping costs, it's going to cost me like triple the amount of what it should cost, or double. It's like whatever. Anyway, moving on. Andrea says, I'm calling that show the show that will never be aired. That's so hysterical. Poor Allie. Linda says, positive affirmations always. Absolutely. Sempress, that's kind of you to say that you love all this so much. I saw a t-shirt that said, I'm so awesome that I fart glitter, right? What do I always say, friends? The world deserves to see your sparkle, and you deserve for the world to see your sparkle. Don't ever let anyone take it away from you. Don't ever allow anyone to make that sparkle dull. Please, don't ever do that. Mercury is about communications, right? Andrea, we had to record second and third Everyday Shamanism series shows. Oh gosh. Poor you guys. Yes, absolutely. And gratitude. I mean, one of the most interesting things to me about my journey so far is, and I don't want this to come across like it's a complaint. I'm just honestly stating a fact. That it is interesting to me the thousands of dollars that I spent in therapy. When all I had to do was believe in myself. I had to do was try to be a little more positive. You know, spend a couple $100 on some oracle cards and, you know, a couple of dollars on some gemstones, and be blessed to find or be navigated or drawn to, or however which way I should word that, a wonderful community of uplifting, you know, wonderfully positive, accepting, non-judgmental, loving, caring people. And my life has transformed 180 degrees. That's why I say what I say. Gratitude doesn't cost anything. Counting your blessings doesn't cost anything. Being positive doesn't cost anything. Believing in yourself doesn't cost anything. And believe me when I share this, my friends, I mean that. I mean, I hope you can see that my eyes are watering, like I'm tearing up as I say it. I hope that you know that I come from a place of understanding. My struggle has been real, so I know that there is a lot of people out there whose struggle is real. I don't mean to make it that it wasn't. I don't mean to imply that we don't have challenges and we don't have issues. We all have our own challenges, our own pains and our own past hurts and traumas and inner demons, etc., etc., etc. We all have them in one form or another. But like I said, it doesn't cost a darn thing to smile at somebody. And when that person smiles back at you, that's when that change starts to happen. And that's what you all did for me. I smiled at you in the chat and you all smiled back at me. And you taught me about coming from a place of gratitude. And I've said that on the channel many times, that I wasn't grateful at all. What did I have to be grateful for? I was stuck in so much darkness and so much negativity that I forgot that I had lots of reasons to be grateful. And with the help of this community, solely this community, the credit belongs there. This community gave me that wonderful gift of reminding me and drumming it into my head, because everywhere I went, I heard the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I listened and I took it in, and it changed me for the better. I now have hope for the future. I have peace in my heart. I don't know what's better than that. I certainly haven't found anything better than that over the last 9 years that has made me feel this way, that I got, freely. So I will get off my soapbox now. Sorry. We will read. Once I picked my feet up off the floor, because they are freezing, friends. I can't believe how cold it is. Like, I just can't believe how cold it is. Ugh. Minus 22 degrees. Good night. Honestly. All right. Like, honestly, my feet are like little ice cubes. I'm going to have to close that window. Kelmar, can you come close my window for me? Oh my God. Ugh. Okay. Reading the comments, friends. Reading the comments. Okay. Farting glitter means you are a unicorn. I love that. Sempra says, it's amazing what happens when you find that spiritual connection and it just starts to click finally. Linda says, that was then, this is now, with the new energy of love and light. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Marie says, reader's been my therapy, number one, taking new clients for 3 years now. Awesome. Love it. Andrew says, actually, you had to risk putting yourself out for us to love in full view of the world. I just love you, Andrea. Like, honestly, you're like some of the comments that you make It's like you are reading my mind, and you articulate them in such a way that they're so powerful. You are such a talented individual. I hope that you know that. You should be writing like positive affirmation kind of cards or a deck or something of that nature, my friend. Like beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sumper says, thank you for being so open and sharing all of this. It's powerful. You are welcome, my friend. And thank you for saying so. I appreciate that very much. Linda says, we all have to walk our own path, but what makes it easier is bringing along all your new friends. Well said. It's going to make me cry. Sempress, learning to love myself and realizing my demons were just part of me scared to be seen was transformative, and finding communities like this one has really kicked my butt into gear to show up fully. Listen, and nobody knows more than I do that it sounds like a bunch of nonsense when you hear all these positive affirmations and just do this and ground yourself and center yourself and work on yourself, and it's so much work. I'm a 56-year-old woman. I've been this way my whole life. Now I've got to like dig down deep and learn how to think and feel and talk, and it's a lot. It's a lot. In addition to everything else that I already have to do, it's a lot. And mostly because it just seems too hard. Truth be told. We want everything instantly. We want to just get on with it. Who wants to take on, a lifelong practice? Let's be real. Who really wants to do that? We just want to like pop a pill or go to a doctor and have it be okay. Read a book and it'll be over, right? Watch a TV program in 30 minutes. You're healed. Kind of idea. This is hard work. Loving yourself, motivating yourself, encouraging yourself, healing yourself, the old wounds, the old pains, the heavy heart, getting rid of all those woulda, shoulda, couldas, the forgiveness, the letting go, all of those things. It's hard work. It's consistent work. It's consecutive work. Like you've got to be on it every day. But my friends, and I don't know any of your experiences other than the things that you've shared with me. All I can say to you is this. I felt a little piece of all of that fall off. Just a very, very little piece. And I instantly felt relief. Instantly. My shoulders went back to where they're supposed to be instead of being up like this attached to my ears. My physical body felt better. My heart was smiling. And I was hooked. I'm a believer. So I guess you could say I'm in it to win it, right? I believe in it. I'm in it to win it because it worked. It's effective. And it's only going to work as well as the effort that I put into it, like anything else that we do, right? And that's how I choose to look at it. And my only goal with sitting here is to share that with someone. If one person hears that, then I'm happy with that. Okay. Semper says, oh my god, 20-mile-per-hour winds just came out of nowhere. Yeah. And 32 kilometers per hour for all you north of the border. I love that. I hope that you're okay, Sempress. Thanks, Andrea. I love you. You know I do. Marie Henson says, I ain't a leader, but I work on my truck. Maybe I ought to film that. Andrea, sorry, Marie, absolutely. Do it. Do it, my friend. Listen, This has nothing to do with spirituality. This is just how I feel. I am so entirely over watching women tear other women down. We have got to band together, my friends. We've got to band together. We've got to. We've got to help all the kiddos that are behind us, all those young women that you know are looking at the big bad world going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what do I do? How do I do this? We're their pioneers. Just as the people that came before us were our pioneers, right? Let's be their cheerleaders. Let's help them out. If you've got a skill, if you've got something to offer, which I believe everyone has something to offer, I will add. If you feel like you've got a skill, you've got something to offer, shout it from the rooftops, my friend. Why not? If it makes a difference in one person's life, then it was worth it. That's what I feel. I will subscribe to your channel. I think car maintenance is vastly important. So there. Kelly, check out Everyday Shamanism another 3. Aw, thank you. I will definitely. You'll hear part of my story, Words Today Missing, Laugh Out Loud. Marie, that could be fun. I bet it could help someone too. I always look for Mini Cooper people who upload videos of them working on their cars so I can figure out how to work on mine. See, there you go. We are preparing for serious work in the ascension as light workers. Wounded healers are powerful healers. You've said that before, my friend, and I think that is very, very accurate. I think it's very accurate. Very accurate. Marie says, I did a motor and transmission swap in my truck, repainted the interior. It's a 1982 Chevy C10. Wow. Good work, my friend. That is phenomenal. I am totally impressed with that. Good job. And I'm sure that Kelmar is like, woohoo. If he could woohoo right now, he would do it, but he can't. He's a little sore, friends, from his dental surgery still. He's having a bit of a rough go of it. Linda says, hooray, you got the right idea. Do it. I mean, if you could do that, Marie, you're gonna have a hit on your hands. Who knows? You could be the next Chip Foose. You know who that is? Chip Foose is an artist who used to have a TV show way back in the day, and he would draw out a car, and then he would, there was like this whole thing where they would like take the car to the garage secretly, and he would like do it up like a muscle car. It was fantastic. Yeah. Sempress, you know what? I'm gonna I don't know, how do I type my email in? Really? I was looking at my chat. I'm still a little freaked out that I can't work my regular chat. So I'm going to type my email in the chat here, Sempress, and I want you to send me an email, okay? If you want to. I didn't mean like do it now. I don't mean it that way. Sorry, that came out all wrong. I would love it if you would send me an email, because I would love to have you come on the channel and give us a basic, 101 course on astrology, if you're game for that. So I will write my email in the chat. And I would love it if you would send me an email, and we could hook up, and I could have you come on and we could talk about astrology. I am fascinated by the world of astrology, but as I said, way earlier, I find it like it's so intense, and it's kind of like blah, 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 you know what I mean? I'm like lost after 5-10 minutes. So I love that show too, Linda. I love that show too. And I've told you guys before that my husband had a car club. And when I say that, he still has the car club, but we don't do what we used to do. So that's why I say we used to, if that makes sense. Anyway, long story short, we met Chip Foose. many times, actually. Different car shows and whatnot. He is so kind, just like one of the kindest people I've ever met. He's an amazing, amazing person. Amazing. Alrighty, Cypress. I will look forward to it, my friend. Yep. What was I going to say to you guys? I was going to say something and it completely left my mind. Oh, and there's Charlotte. Sorry. It is so dry in here, you guys. Okay. Let us pull another card. So, like, it's weird because I'm like dry and I can't breathe because the heat's so like on so high and it's so cold that like my toes are freezing. My hand, like I'm cold sitting here, but I can't breathe and I've got the window open. It's crazy. That's what's going on. Kelly's lost her ever mind, folks. All right. Let us. Oh, snap-a-doodles. Sorry about that. I'm sure you guys felt that, chat. Apologize. So I'm getting a couple new decks delivered over the weekend, hopefully. Well, tomorrow and Monday. As I told you guys earlier, and I'm happy to report that I am also going to start working on my own set of cards. And, you know, I'm not saying that I'm going to sell them or anything, but I'm working on them. So I'm just excited to explore that creative side of me because I don't know that I am creative, but I like to think that I'm creative. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have humidifiers going. It's not typically this cold here, so we don't normally have this kind of an issue. And usually I have the window open, and that always does it. But because of my anxiety, I have a bit of claustrophobia, so because I feel like I can't go outside and get any fresh air, or even if I went outside, like it doesn't feel like fresh air, it just freezes. You can't even take a breath in because it freezes your nostrils. It makes me a little antsy, if I was being totally honest. All right, my friends. Interesting card. Both, actually, Andrea. Both. I've written out like kind of like an outline of what I want to have in it. Some things that I think are missing from Oracle cards, and a sort of like a scaled down version of a tarot deck. Maybe like maximum 40, 50 cards. I like the tarot. I'm practicing the tarot. I'm getting better at the tarot. But I have to be honest, sometimes it's difficult for me to string the story together. And I'm sure that will come with practice. But as an interesting tidbit, during the Christmas break, I had shows running, you know, to provide a place for people to go during the holidays, because I know it's a rough time for some folk. And I had EQ come on from the Soul Sisters on Christmas night. And when she was here, she was talking to me, and she said that she was getting a message for me, and that was that I was to create my own deck and to use my own pictures, which I thought was interesting because I just finished talking to my husband about that. You know, I was having this trouble like stringing the story together. And when she said use your own pictures, she literally did the symbol like taking photos. And that's when I knew that the message was, in fact, for me, because when I do my top 10 tips that are on the site, all of those photographs that I use are actually photographs that I've taken. So it's something that I've always, like, I love doing it. And, you know, it gets me out of the house. I get to see beautiful scenery. I enjoy doing it. And I had just finished telling to my husband that that's what I would do, is I would use my own pictures on the deck of cards. Now, when I go to make these ones that I'm going to make, I'm not going to put my pictures on these ones just quite yet. But if I was to ever make a deck and sell it, that's what I would do. But it was just an interesting message. So I've got Empathic Overload, which is just a stunning image. Just a stunning image. It is time for you to truly honor your highly sensitive nature. Interesting card. Linda says, everyone's still, yes, we're all still here, hon. Jay, listen, if you're going to twerk. So my chat's frozen in StreamYard. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. So now I'm reading the comments off my phone, which is less than ideal because I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking down at my phone. So anyways, Linda says, I pulled a card, abundant value. I have so much to offer and I value all I can give. I make sure I share myself with those who appreciate my contribution and reciprocate with gratitude and respect. Love it, my friend. Fantastic. Fantastic. Speaks to everything that we've been saying here. That's awesome. Well done. Semper says, oh my God, I already had goosebumps too, Andrea, and then especially with Linda sharing that card. Y'all never cease to amaze me. Awesome. All right, my friends. We're sitting at 2 hours and 31 minutes and some odd seconds. So we will pull a couple more cards. I will have another smoke after we pull said cards. Because I love myself. Cards by Lucy. Interesting. I'll have to go back and write that down. Because I like that. I like that. All right. I feel like, because my friend Jay is here. Excuse me. I don't know why, but my friend Jay, I feel like you need a card. I'm kidding. When I say that, I feel like you need a card, but for some reason, these cards, the Native Spirit deck, I think like one of the first times you ever popped in my chat, I think I pulled one of these cards for you. And so I often associate these cards with Jay, if that makes sense, what I just said. Or it reminds me, makes me think of him, if that's a better way to say that. All right. If I could shuffle, things would be a lot better, would it not, folks? All right, here we go, my friends. Let us see what we can get. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, thumbs up. Join me on Instagram and the new Facebook page that I've created, if you're so inclined to do so. Don't forget that Wednesday we will be, tomorrow night I'll be back here at 8 p.m. doing our Oracles in Chat, another version of this. And on Wednesday, we will be here at 6 p.m. Eastern with Tiny Trinkets and Tarot. And we will be taking a deep dive into trust and all that has to offer for us, as well as Friday at 3 p.m. Jane the Seeker will be here for our Think Spirit It's Friday mashup. Weekend readings is kind of what we do there. Somebody's going to bed. Oh, maybe it's Mark going to bed. You'd never know we lived in the same house, would you? Sorry, guys, it's a little hard to follow the phone when I'm trying to look up here, and I don't want anyone to feel like I'm not paying attention to them. So interesting. To Andrea's comment, wounded healer. Andrea's comment that she made earlier in the chat about a wounded healer. We are all wounded healers, right? Perfect. 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 Wounded healer. Let us see what the message says for wounded healer. We will not read the whole thing because we'll be here for a bit. Healing energy, vitality, and life force energy are flowing through you and to you. You are a healer and you provide healing for others, even if you're not conscious of it. Which is very interesting because, as you all know, I often say, I'm not a reader. And then you say, no, Kelly, you are. Look at what you just did. Thank you, Andrea. You amaze me, my friend. You amaze me. Whatever needs healing in your life is being resolved. Your so-called faults are becoming your virtues. No matter what happened in your past, the past does not need to equal the future. It's true. The cracks can be where the light enters the soul. That's beautiful. It's true. The cracks can be where the light enters the soul. That is beautiful, my friends. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the cats are running. Are you okay? Yeah. Honey, can you just close this window just a smidge? Do you mind? Please, so I don't have to move my chair and get up and then move my chair back. And I know that sounds really lazy on my behalf, you guys, but it's just a long story. We won't get into it right now, but it's a long story. Trust me, it's easier if someone else does it. I love you. Are you okay? Oh my God. Oh, poor thing. I feel so bad for him. Yes, that also, Sempress, is a beautiful statement. Your so-called faults are becoming your virtues. And I think that's, it's so easy to get down on yourself is really, and I feel like I'm sort of like I'm repeating myself like a broken record. But it is, I suffer from that, right? I am the first one to blame myself. I'm the first one to get down on myself, and it's not necessary to do that. It is an old learned behavior. We are our own worst critic, and we need to remove that critic from our mind, right? So Andrea says, like, cracked Japanese vase that are gilded with gold in the cracks. I guess Spirit wants me to stop twerking or continue to do it. Aw, thanks, Jay. Absolutely, Sempress. The kitties are reminding us that. And you're right, Marie. We are our very worst. We are our own worst critics. Not only do we have to remind ourselves to come from a place of gratitude and to smile and to count our blessings, but we also have to remind that inner critic to, pardon my French, but like take a hike, because we're not interested. We're not interested in that. My friends, 2 cards have come out. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You really can't. All right, whoops. Where's the camera at? There you go. We have Moon in Aries, courage. Whoops, wrong card. We have Moon in Aries, courage. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Gorgeous sentiment, gorgeous imagery on the card. Courage. Believe in yourself. And we have Moon in Taurus, self-esteem, personal growth. Somebody's listening to us, would you not say, my friends? I mean, you know, I know, like, all joking aside, though, the point that exactly what you're saying, Jay, like, hey, if you want to twerk, if that makes you happy, if it puts a smile on your face, it brings you some joy because you've been stuck in the house and you're over it, and, you know, twerk your brains out. Go for it. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? All right, just a couple more cards, my friends, and we'll call it an evening. Whoops. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Gratitude. Oh, you made some money from your twerking? Wow. And yeah, the cards in Spirit are communicating across the decks. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friends. Absolutely. You know, I'm reminded by the card that we pulled in the beginning from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, the card that was the fire energy. And, you know, I sort of feel like that's exactly what's happening, where she was standing there with her hands held out and the electricity was flowing through her. The energy was flowing through her. She, you know, I feel like we're sort of, everything that's happening here tonight with the cards is exactly that kind of momentum, that kind of idea, or concept, or something along those lines. Yes, twerking is like like a dance move, Andrea. It's where you stand up and you sort of bounce your bum up and down, and some people are very good at it, some people aren't good at it, but I think the concept is if it makes you feel good, then go with it, right? Are you all right in there? Are you okay? You're doing a whole lot of... What's that? Oh, Jay Mark is saying that if you're twerking, Kevin's loving vibrations might have something to say about it. Friends, Kevin was on here on I don't know, one of the live streams that I had during the holidays. I can't remember which day because I was on for like 20 some odd hours over 3 days, and he gave us a little twerk demonstration. So that was interesting. All right. Wow, you guys, look at that. Moonlight Enchantment. Another gorgeous image. Another wolf. I'm assuming that's a wolf howling up at the moon. Magic. With the full moon coming tomorrow. Glorious, glorious, glorious card. Beautiful imagery on that. I think that pretty much sums up exactly how I feel about what's happening here. It does feel like magic, does it not? Where do I want to go? Here. All right, shall we pull a postcard from Spirit to finish off? We'll finish in 15 minutes. So you want to pull a postcard from Spirit? I say we do it. Wow. Look at that, you guys. Okay, so that was the last card that we pulled, Moonlight Enchantment Magic, right? And then from the Moonology deck, Believe in the Impossible. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Look. How stunning is that? Believe in the Impossible and Moonlight Enchantment Magic. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yes, it was fun having him on for sure. We had so many wonderful readers come and join us over the holidays. It was fantastic. So, my friends, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record and drive you crazy with my housekeeping bits and pieces here, but there Doesn't Catch For Me Wellness Chats has an Instagram page now. So, if you can, please do follow us, join us, whatever the case may be. I'm still figuring out Instagram, if I was being honest. We also have a Facebook page, so if you're inclined to go there, we would be happy to have you there. We have our show coming up tomorrow, Oracles in Chat, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, we will be back with Tiny Trinkets and Tarot, where we talk about trust. So I hope that everyone can join us for that. And then on Friday, we have Think Spirit. It's Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And Jane the Seeker will be here. And we will be doing readings for what's happening on the weekend. We do them as a collective message. And it's pretty interesting how it all unfolds. So far, I'm having fun with that. So I hope that everybody can join us for those. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. All very important to the channel. And of course, top 10 tips will be out for Sunday night, Monday morning, and the pick-a-piles will be up for Monday morning. All right, my friends, let us pull a postcard from Spirit so we can close out. I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys are phenomenal, awesome. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate all of your support. All right, this is our postcard from Spirit. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all of the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be complete, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary, delegate responsibility to another, ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part of everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much. Maybe that's what all of the transformation is about. It's about you coming out of your shell, right? I love that. Beautiful message. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Saturday night. Don't forget, there's full moon tomorrow. So set your intentions if you're so inclined. And, you know, be kind to one another. And until we see each other again, blessings. Bye, everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Bye for now.